Hello everyone. I thought what I would do is create a quick tutorial on week three's assignment. So I'm going to go over to the modules and I'm going to go over to the week three assignment, jump over here to Week 3 hands-on, create an assignment, and this is the instructions. So what you're going to be doing is creating a practice assignment in your Start Here First Learning module. So in week 2, as you remember, you have been given that Start Here First Learning module to customize and edit to create your own Start Here First Learning module with your information. Now we're going to add a practice assignment. And we do this for a variety of reasons. We like our students to be able to get a first-hand experience as a safety net, trying something out with a low risk. So one of the really neat ideas that some of our instructors have used and shared with me over the years is this student letter of understanding, which I've actually provided for you. And so this student letter of understanding can be downloaded. I'm actually previewing it in this window, but it's a list of items that might be applicable to your class. Once you download this, you can actually edit it in a word processing program. So some of these different ideas and items might be something you already want to have in your class. But anyway, the idea is for your students to be able to download this, initial it, save it, and upload it back to the assignment area. That way it's kind of a twofold purpose. It serves as a way for them to practice downloading, filling something out, and then uploading to an assignment area. And then it also gives the students an opportunity to know more about your class, your house rules. Okay, so once you have downloaded that assignment and edited it according to how you want to use it, then you're going to come over here to the modules. And I like to go in sequence in my modules. So of course you would be adding it here in your Start Here First Learning module. And so to add an assignment, you would come over here to the plus sign, and then you would see the Add Assignment. It's the first item that comes up. And since this is going to be a new assignment, you would click New Assignment, and you could name it. So you could call Student Letter of Understanding. And then you would add the item. And now you're going to see it at the bottom of your Start Here First Learning module. And if you wanted to indent and you forgot to, like I just did, you could click on Increase Indent. I'm not going to worry about that right now, but I'm going to click on that assignment and I am going to start to create it. So I'm not quite in the edit mode until I click on Edit, and now I'm behind the scenes in the content editor, and now I can start creating my assignment instructions about what you want the students to do. Now, as you can tell in some of my instructions, you may have noticed I had to, I guess, enhance them a little bit more so it would be clear as to what to do. So one of the things that you're going to have to pay attention to, and this is why we do the student view and we test it out as a student, is that read back your instructions, see what it looks like when you're a student. So I'll show you how to do that after we take care of the assignment. So you're going to provide your instructions, and then what you can do here is you will be able to provide the student letter of understanding. And so just type the word in, highlight it, and you're going to come over here to this content panel on the right, and you're going to make sure that you locate that student letter of understanding. So that means that you're going to have to re-upload to this area, if you haven't already, that new student letter of understanding that you actually edited. Unless you want to keep it the same, but you're still going to have to bring it in to your assignment. So let's just pretend this is my actual student letter of understanding. I'm going to select it, and notice you always know when it's created a successful link because it lights up in yellow. All right, so once you have that instructions. I'll leave that up to you. And then you're going to come down here and you're going to start to take a look at some of the settings. How many points do you want to give? Actually, usually for practice assignments, you can give some low points. Again, this is a safety net, low risk, but it is important to give points. You can come down here and look at some of the other settings. You want that to display as points. Now, submission type, you do want online because you want them to save that student letter of understanding and then upload it back to your assignment area filled out. So then one of the things you're going to do is it's going to be a file upload, and this is where you can tell the assignment what type of documents that you will accept. Okay, so most of the time it's going to be docx, RTF, and PDF. If you enter that list accepted extensions, then if someone tries to upload a document that you can't read, like a Word Perfect document or an Open Office document or a Google document, they're not going to be able to do that. So that might be part of your instructions, that you're instructing the students what type of document format that is going to be acceptable for this assignment. You can have a due date, you can have available from and until. The good news about the due date is it will show up on the calendar over here, which is really cool. All right, then you can save and publish. That means that it will be viewable to students, or you can save and then publish later. So once you've done that, you can decide on how to save it. Okay, next, what I'm going to ask you to do is to go back into your module area and practice this assignment as a student would see it. It really gives you a better understanding of your instructions. Many times I have thought that my instructions were clear only to find out when I go back in as a student that they aren't as clear, or when someone from the class tells me that it's not quite that clear. So here's a good way to do that. Go over here to the settings. You're going to turn your student view on. And then you're going to go into that area where the assignment is that you've just created, and you're going to be able to do the assignment as a student. So of course I don't have very many instructions and information, but you're going to follow your directions and you're going to be able to upload that assignment back into that area. Now, once you do that, leave the student view, and then you're going to come over to the grades area and you're going to go and look at that assignment, and there's several ways you can do that. You can actually go to that assignment and you can click on this drop down menu of the column and go to the speed grader, or right there in the assignment, if you go back to the learning module and you go back to that assignment. So this is a Tim Toady because there's several ways you can actually see the speed grader. That's what the next assignment is for you to grade this assignment as a speed grader. Okay, so you can see how to put in comments, you can put the points in, and then you can also, if you wanted to, you can check out the media comments. That's exactly where I've made some audio and video comments in our class. All right, then you submit, and then you can go back to the gradebook and you can see what that looks like. All right, so have some fun with this, and I will be demonstrating this in its entirety on Thursday evening at 7 o'clock. Okay, thanks everyone.